Hello, my name is Thea Cannon. I'm going to start with a prayer, please. Please, Yahweh, Elohim of Yahweh, in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, please deliver me from evil, for thine is the power and the glory forever. Sorry, I really muddled that up. I'm really suffering from Satan Hashatan attacks at the moment. He is trying to make me doubt everything that's in my head, really. It's coming from my left. And as I'm saying this prayer, he's been constantly Satan Hashatan. He knows I'm quite happy with the name Yeshua, Jesus, so he doesn't seem to come at me for that. But Yahweh's name, because there is such controversy over this from the past, but now there is proof. He still comes at me in my brain as, are you sure it's Yahweh? Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure? And I am positive. I do believe. Maybe I need to say that now out loud so that Hashtan, the devil, will leave me alone. Because I am confident that his name is Yahweh. He also answers to a lot of other names as well. And it depends on the person and how they pronounce that as to how it sounds, because I don't even think that I'm getting the correct pronunciation of it. Maybe I just might have to wait and see, like it says in scriptures. What an odd word to say then. Sometimes we can say the odd words. It's like speaking in tongues. Coming out with a word that wasn't meant to be in there, but scraps of scripture. Interesting concept. That really threw me. Prayer. Please, Yeshua, in Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, please, Yahweh, please, could you guide me in what I need to say? Let me be your vessel and speak for you in your words. In Yeshua's mighty Kodesh name, by the Ruach HaKodesh, and by the mightiest of all names, yours, Yahweh, Elohim, Yahweh, Ahad. That made a big difference. Hashtan, Satan stopped having to go at me for that. That laugh is Yeshua's. He tends to. So this is where I'm going. I didn't quite know where I was going to go when they were asking me to record. And I was like, what about? Trust me, just get on there and they'll give it to me. Should have ran with it. Oh, please, Yahweh, Elohim of Yahweh, please tell me what I need to say, please. It's Hashtan and Satan is trying to put his words in right now, and I wish to speak for you and not for him. Please guide me in what I need to speak about. And it comes back to me. Thank you very much for that, Yahweh, Yeshua, Ruach HaKodesh, thank you. Comes back to my relationship with them and how it works. See, I will say a prayer, and the prayer really is a form of protection, a hedge of protection around me when I'm trying to speak like this for them. Usually, if you call it praying, I am in a constant relationship with the Elohim of Yahweh, with Yeshua, 24/7. They're in my head all the time, and I'm always having conversations with them. It's a hard one because I still need to be in the world with human beings, but honestly, I love being with them more so. I don't know, they don't hurt me. Their concept of their reality that they wish to bring, for me, there is no hope here in this world, in this reality that Satan Hashatan has created. There's no hope for someone like me. And that's a hard one to say unless the world can change. Because my hands are tied. I can't do the things that I wanted to do, and I'm not even quite sure if they're what the Elohim of Yahweh wants me to do. Because it appears that everything I was trying to do for myself, to better myself, to make a way in this world, has all been taken away from me. So you can go over and over and over your own plans. You can make plans, and then Hashatan, the devil, or maybe the Elohim of Yahweh, can put a stop to these plans. It makes you have to reevaluate your life and figure out what you want to do. And for me, for the last few months or so, I've been trying to figure out what I want to do. What am I here for? And in saying that, I realised that, like Satan, Hashatan, the devil, was trying to make me feel bad because I can't find work in the chosen fields that I've worked in all my life because of certain mandates now. So it's an impossibility. No one's really looking at me because I don't comply. So then I have to look at other careers which I've never done. So then they look at me, well, you have no experience in this field. So therefore I'm not looked at again. It can become a hopeless existence, this reality that Hashatan, Satan, has created. So what I have figured out over the last couple of weeks is what I really want to do is speak for the Elohim of Yahweh to help them in what they wish to do. And they're telling me I have been putting off exposing Hashatan, Satan, and his ways and what I went through and so forth because I really don't want to talk about him. But there's the Elohim of Yahweh pointed out to me. Isn't it better for people to be as wise as serpents and as gentle as a lamb? Therefore I may know it, but do others know it? I don't want to create fear either because fear is a way of Hashatan, Satan. So how do I speak about it without creating fear? But I understand what they're saying, that I have to speak about it because otherwise she's left in the dark. I controlled that one. Sorry. It's a bit of a thing. Satan knows I don't like that word anymore. Hashtan, Satan knows I don't like that word anymore. And he slips it in because he knows it offends me. Oh. So I need to not be offended by that word anymore. Then Satan, Hashtan can't use it as a weapon against me. I have to talk about it. I have to. Okay. Satan, Hashatan, the devil. What I went through over the last few years and I recorded and so forth, to me it really felt like I was in these places. I was living out these imaginings of the devil. Now the only thing that did save me was the Elohim of Yahweh, was Yahweh, Yeshua and the Ruach HaKodesh, who were reminding me of scriptures and so forth. Otherwise I may have been lost in these imaginings of the devil, of Hashtan, of Satan. They're saying to me now maybe I would have had a really big name for myself if I had followed Hashatan and Satan, because it seems that everybody, not everybody, the people out there that believe in aliens and so forth seem to have a bit of a name for themselves, which is ridiculous at the end of the day. If someone is willing to believe in aliens and other theories Why can't you read the Bible? Why can't you even reason out who God Jesus is? You can come to the conclusion that aliens exist. And you can even come to the conclusion that the devil exists, but you don't believe in God. Rather ironic, isn't it? Whew. That was Yahweh. Ooh. See, to me, what they're offering me gives me hope. It's a world where, it does say that I don't believe we're all going to own land. And there will be people that will be caretakers of certain places, of the places and the people, but they won't own the land. See, and that's been a big thing for me most of my life, is the thought of, and that makes it hopeless for me in a way, that I can't see a future in which I would be able to own my own land or own my own house. Because currently at the moment, every way I try to move, I'm blocked by Ashtar, Satan, or maybe by the ELOHIM of Yahweh. And it seems that if you even speak the truth, or you're blocked. And they have blocked me. They blocked me for several years on YouTube, but I've managed to get back on there in the last couple of months. Unbelievable. It's hard, because sometimes what I say is a direct opposite of what other Christians say. I don't call myself a Christian. I am a Yeshua follower, a Jesus follower. It's my belief. It's not a religion to me, it's a belief system that I have to implement into my life every day, that I have to make choices in order to follow those beliefs, in order to follow them. And that comes back to the 24/7 relationship that I have with them. It can be simple little things. They make me laugh. They give me joy. They help me to grow as a person. Yeshua, Yahweh, Ruach HaKodesh. I love having them. You see, with Satan, Ashtar, he was offering me the world, and this is something he does with everyone. I can offer you the world, and, if you're a follower of the aliens, you should know that the most people that have got a name for themselves and that, and speaking about aliens, have been offered kingship by the aliens. In order to bring that message to you, they've been told in their heads by the aliens that they're going to be like Jesus. Sometimes they even think that they're a reincarnation of Jesus. So at the end of the day, would they be speaking this message so profoundly if they weren't being offered anything? Because the aliens keep telling them that everybody has to agree to it. Do you know what? Every religion and that says that everybody has to agree to it before we will arrive. The Elohim of Yahweh don't actually say that in the Bible. It says the ones that believe without seeing are truly blessed. Baruch. And I love that scripture, because it always gives me hope that the ones that believe without seeing will be blessed. Baruch. So that tells me that there has to be people out there that don't believe without seeing. It's something people keep bringing up, like the walls of the city of the ELOHIM of Yahweh. People on the outside are people that were in sin, obviously, when Yeshua shows up, and they have to heal. and do their healing. The people in the city, in the kingdom of the Elohim, have done their work, have made good choices, have listened to the Elohim, and implemented their belief system into their lives. These people, look, we're always going to need to do work on ourselves. We're always growing. I remember years ago I used to think that I would get to a spot and that was it. Don't feel that way anymore. Suffered quite a fair few heartbreaks because I realised when I finally got to the spot where I thought I was finished, then I discovered I was at the beginning of something else, totally different. It was a bit sad and heartache. It was a bit hard to take because I kept thinking that I'm going to learn everything, I'm going to finally be there, I'm going to finish everything that I've learned, to find out that at the end of the day we're going to be learning forever and ever. Always constantly making choices and growing as a person from the choices that we make. Either for growing into a good person or growing into an evil person. And choices come down to you. Seems that, I've found out that there are people out there that believe in the ELOHIM of Yahweh that are trying to make the Bible happen. He doesn't need you to do that. Ooh. There's enough people out there that listen to Satan, Hashatan, demons. Another thing is that we will see the demons here on the earth. Right now I see them in people. People who get caught up in all these division tactics that Hashatan, Satan, is using to divide us with labels and so forth. These are not from the ELOHIM of Yahweh. I didn't want to bring up this subject, but I will bring up this subject. Bit of a spin-off to it, actually. Yeah, I'm a pro-life. I believe in no abortion. See, everyone comes back to the argument, oh, but you need to have it in case people get raped, or people get this, or people get that. Why the fuck are we living in a world where we have to keep thinking of what if evil strikes? What if evil strikes? What if people didn't get raped? Just a thought. It's a hard one because to me, they've told me that all the babies that you abort are waiting to talk to you. They are waiting to see you. Whether they offer you forgiveness or not, it's up to them, isn't it? They missed out because of your choice. And I understand the arguments that some people need it because, of pedophiles and so forth, children who are too young. Why are we not focusing on the pedophiles instead? Why are we not focusing on ways to stop rape, to stop this pedophilia, but instead we focus on the end result and in cutting off someone's baby's life, where we keep focusing on this subject, but we fail in recognising, how did that young lady get to that point? Could we have stopped it before she got to that point? Because we're all focused on getting rid of the evidence. But yeah, we don't seem to focus on how we can stop it from ever happening. Me personally, I don't believe in abortion, no. But I know that we all have our own free choice to believe in what we believe in. It's a hard subject. But it's not to the ELOHIM of Yahweh. It is to us humans, but it's not to them. He created all life. I was thinking as a human, that's a hard one. Because if you're the product of a rape, but as they say to me, it's not the child's fault how they came to be. And you can't tar the child with the brush of the evil one. You know, years ago it used to be if you fell pregnant out of wedlock, you would need to abort the baby because you didn't want to be looked at by society as, and your children didn't want to be known as bastard children, and that. We changed in our society now where that is not brought up. But that was what was going around 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, was if you had your children out of wedlock, then, you know, they were called bastard children. And people would look at these children and judge these children and make their life hard because of something that their parents chose to do. I'm not a believer in punishing a child or tarring the child for something the parents choose to do. And it's a hard one again. You can't call children bastards if they're not born in wedlock. It's ridiculous. And you shouldn't shun and shame the person to maybe help them. Why were they in that situation? Because everyone has a story behind it. I had my children out of wedlock and had to go through that battle in my own head for several years, thinking that they didn't love my children because I had them out of wedlock. And you may go, be old school and judge me because of that, but at the end of the day, I wanted to marry my partner for a lot of years, and I was never good enough. I have always had to jump through certain hoops, and I jumped through those hoops in order to be good enough for him to marry me, even though I'd had his children. And in the end, those hoops just kept getting further and further out to the point that I gave up because I'd perfected myself in every way, trying to make this man see that I was worthy of being married. Which didn't eventuate. So, will you tar my children because of the choices that the parents made? It's not fair. They're telling me things are different now, which they are. Now, Satan Ashatan has come up with new ways to make us feel divided, to create division between us all. It's hard, isn't it? You know, I like to watch a variety of people. I have learnt too that watching normal television and movies and so forth really corrupts my mind. Starts to take away my hope for the ELOHIM and so forth and corrupts my thinking. So I found that if I watch good shows, I have good thoughts and I'm not so much corrupted in my thinking. So I've had to learn to put off the movies and so forth because they're not that good. And half the time I do watch them and I'm always looking for judging them. So I love to watch people. I've been watching shows on YouTube, usually, where they do it for the good. So people go around and mow people's lawns for free. I love that. Instead of judging people, they're actually helping them. I love the way that Operation on Railroad Underground has they have some people that do woodwork and resin. Who would have thought that I'd end up loving woodwork? But it is quite cool to see what they create. And I know that when I'm watching these shows, I'm helping them out by watching them, which means they can go around and help more people. So I'm doing something good by choosing to watch something good. I do like the house cleaner too that does it for free. She's from Finland. She's got some really great ideas too for cleaning tips. I wish she'd use some more organic products, so apparently she does. So yes, I've been loving some shows which are good and give back to people, help people instead of putting them down. So I'll leave you with that. A little bit everywhere, but yeah, that is what my relationship's like with the Elohim of Yahweh. We go everywhere and look at everything. Discernment. All right. I'll finish in a prayer. They're asking me to finish in a prayer. They've asked me to do something. Okay. Here we go. Eyes open. She's sure laughing again. In Yahweh. All right. Please, Elohim of Yahweh. I want to close my eyes. Please, Elohim of Yahweh, please. Forgive me my debts. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors, please. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Because thine is the power and the glory forever and ever, Yahweh. Enjoy Elohim of Yahweh. Please, by the mighty Kodesh name of your Yahweh, your Ben, Yeshua, Emmanuel, please, Yahweh, let your desires be completed here on earth, as they are in the Shemayim, please. In the mighty Kodesh name of your Yahweh, your Ben, Yeshua, Emmanuel, and by the mighty Ruach HaKodesh, and by the mightiest of all names, Yahweh, Elohim, Yahweh, Ehad. Sorry, I'm talking to them in my head. Oh. Okay. Okay. They've asked me to be their vessel. To push out healing for them. The type of healing depends on the type of person. Oh, a decree. I do like decrees. If you put it out there, you should see the power behind it. So, I'm pushing it out, being their vessel and pushing it out. I decree in the mighty Kodesh name of Yeshua, through the power of the Ruach HaKodesh and through the power of the Yahweh, our Father Abba, that a mighty miracle happen, that healing. For Yahweh, for the Elohim of Yahweh, healing for all. Okay, thank you, and I love you all.